COVID-19 is now linked to more than half of all new infections here in Massachusetts. Here to answer your questions about that and so much more, Dr. Todd Ellerin, Chief of Infectious Diseases at South Shore Health. Doctor, thank you for joining us. We always appreciate your time, your expertise. Some experts have said that we need to treat, and this is what it's called, the B.1.1.7 variant from the UK, as almost this brand new virus. That's sobering. How is this more dangerous than the original strain?
So, Maria, there are some studies that have shown that the 117 is maybe a little bit more deadly than some of the other variants. Again, not a huge difference. If we're talking about something like 10 per thousand people, there may be an increase to 13 or 15 per thousand. Obviously, that's not good. And we want to make sure, again, we double down on our prevention measures and make sure we get vaccinated as quickly as possible because the vaccines look really good against this variant.
And it's not just that one, Dr. Ellerin. We've already seen an outbreak on the Cape of the P1 variant that's from Brazil. And then yesterday, California announced the first U.S. cases of what they call a double mutant variant from India. That sounds ominous as well. So do the vaccines that are out there now offer any protection to one, all, or most of them?
So, Ed, it looks like what we're seeing in the U.S. is really a melting pot of variants. But when we think of a melting pot, we usually think about things coming from the outside, and really most of these are homegrown. When we have 70,000 to 300,000 cases a day in the United States, that's so much virus that it's able to replicate and then mutate. The good news is that so far most of these vaccines really look like they prevent severe infections, hospitalizations, even if they're not quite as good as preventing infection. It remains to be seen that the double mutant that was originally described from India, that was just described in San Francisco in the Bay Area, we have to learn more about that. But it does have a few signatures that are suggestive that it may be like the ones from South Africa, like the ones from Brazil.
Doctor, some people who have recovered from COVID may be relying and saying, okay, I don't need a vaccine. I have natural immunity. That will protect me. What's the risk of that thinking, especially against these different variants that we keep talking about?
I'm really happy you mentioned that, Maria, because even though natural infection does look like it provides very good immunity to us, we still think that the immunity that's derived from the vaccines are even more powerful. So what's important is that even if you've been infected in the past, we still want you to be vaccinated. You may be able to wait a little bit longer. Some of us are saying you should wait about 3 months. But the important thing is make sure you get your vaccine, even if you've been infected.
So what about reinfections? And I'm talking about, are they rare? Are they increasing? What about them? And are the symptoms more severe when someone is reinfected?
Right. So, Ed, reinfection is not easy to diagnose. There have been some major cases of reinfection in Manaus, Brazil, and in South Africa. In the United States, it still seems like it's a fairly rare event, but we are seeing people, healthcare workers in our system, for example, who've been fully vaccinated and still are getting infected. They tend to do very well. It's not common. And we know that even after natural infection, yes, you can get infected again, but it still so far seems like it's fairly uncommon.
All right. Dr. Todd Ellerin from South Shore Health. As always, we appreciate your time. Thank you, Doctor. Be well.
Great to see you, Doctor. Have a great weekend.